My name is Daniel. I'd like to take a moment to reflect on my feelings regarding the Zeitgeist movement. The primary reason I advocate the Zeitgeist movement is because I desire an elimination of inequality. I don't want a social elite class to exist anymore. They control the common people through any means necessary in the monetary system, especially the monetary system of the Federal Reserve, is the primary cause of inequality. We live in a very individualistic nation. Well, we shouldn't be that way. If we want to end human suffering, we have to help each other. And it just goes to show that the priorities of members of today's society are broken. The ignorance of the American people is perpetuated with the fluff and the filler of the mainstream media. I would recommend anyone who stares at a television screen to at least just read your news online. Sitting in front of a television on idle is exactly what our top leaders, those of the Federal Reserve, want us to do. What's that? You think our top leader is the president? He doesn't hold a candle to the sheer power that the chairman of the Federal Reserve has. If you control the money, you control everything. I'd like to hereby inform everyone, if you didn't already know, that the Federal Reserve is not part of the federal government. You should have learned this in your high school economics class, but if you didn't, it just goes to show the ignorance of the American people, or just people in general. That's enough about that. The Zeitgeist films and many other films cover this and many other topics. One of the primary goals of the Zeitgeist movement is to create a resource-based economy, which would be without money, and I for one am all for it. I've gone through my life being materialistic, and I still feel the urge to buy more and more through the intense mental conditioning we've had to endure since birth. The intense mental conditioning I'm referring to is advertising. However, I'm doing my best to not be materialistic anymore, and I'm just trying to help society and help the Zeitgeist movement in general. I'm a brand new member, but I hope to help them out quite a bit. Our system has to have our members constantly consuming to buy more and more inferior products which are built to break down. The best of anything can never be made to sell to consumers because it must have the inherent ability to break in a couple of years so the cyclical consumption can continue. But anyways, this is just a rehash of what the Zeitgeist movies go over. If you're just now hearing about the Zeitgeist, I would recommend watching the newest film first, followed by the second, and finally the first. They go in order of relevancy, and that's just my judgment of them. The argument to get rid of the monetary system has become blatantly obvious when you consider these few simple facts. Automation, cybernation, mechanization, these are all happening all over the world. There are very few jobs that cannot be replaced by automation of some sort. Now consider this. Automation reduces available jobs and overproduces goods. Factories have the ability to remain open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year, and yet they close because not enough people are out there to buy the products which they overproduce. So the factory's solution is to simply shut down for a day or two at a time. Well, that's not very effective. A reduction in jobs means reduced purchasing power for the average American citizen or any other citizen of any other nature for that matter. There are millions upon millions of products just being hoarded and collecting dust on shelves and warehouses. No one has the ability to buy these items which were produced very cheaply. If the goods were simply given away instead of being hoarded and thrown away when something better comes out, the world would be a much happier place. There's no purchasing power to purchase millions of surplus items, so fewer jobs because of cybernation. What's the world coming to? Well, I would hope the monetary system is coming to an end within the next 50 years or less. Well, again, my name is Daniel, and that's why I advocate the Zeitgeist movement. Thank you.